Bonjour et bienvenue à notre chaîne French Pro Global. Hello friends, welcome to our channel French Pro Global, and in today's video we are going to do a very important topic, that is how to ask and answer address. So in French language, if you want to know the address of a person or if you want to answer that question, so how we can ask and how we can reply. Okay, this is what we are going to learn. Okay, so in order to answer and in order to ask that question, you have to know this verb. The first verb is habiter, H-A-B-I-T-E-R. Habiter means to live. Okay, this is a verb and this is conjugated like this. J'habite. J'habite means I live. Tu habites, which means you live. Elle habite. Il habite means he lives. Elle habite means she lives. Nous habitons, we live. Vous habitez, you live. Elles habitent, which means they live. Okay, so now listen the pronunciation once again. J'habite, tu habites, elle habite, nous habitons, vous habitez, elles habitent. Okay, now how to ask question from this verb. Suppose if you have to ask तुम कहाँ रहते हो, informal, or where do you live, so you have to simply ask tu habites où. Où means, I have written here, où means where. Alright, so tu habites où, so where do you live, और तुम कहाँ रहते हो. Next is vous habitez où. Vous habitez où, so where do you live, but this is formal, है ना, like आप कहाँ रहते हो. Okay, so now if you have to answer this question, answer is same, there is no formal, there is no informal. Simply you can say j'habite à Paris, I live in Paris. See, generally what happens, habiter a plus city. So you can observe here, a plus Paris, a plus London, a plus Delhi. Alright, so what you have to do, habiter a plus, you have to give the name of your city. Okay, let's see example. Il habite à Londres. Londres is a London. Alright, so it's a city. So, il habite à Londres means he lives in London. Alright. The third example, nous habitons à Delhi. Okay. Again, a plus city, because Delhi is a city. So, a plus city. Nous habitons à Delhi, which means we live in Delhi. Okay. Now, this is clear. If you have any doubt, any question, you can write in the comment section. Okay, now come to this verb venir, but before that you should know some meaning which are very important. Okay, so où means you already know, où means where. Next is de or d apostrophe. De we pronounce it as the. What? The. And d apostrophe is d apostrophe. Okay, so où means where and de or d apostrophe means from in this context. And if we add de plus ou, that is où, it becomes do. Alright, now why I have given here d apostrophe? Okay, you see here de and d apostrophe. So d apostrophe comes when the next word is starting with vowel. Example, de plus ou. So here O is a vowel alphabet, right? So that is why de plus ou becomes d apostrophe o, and this is pronounced as do. Do. I hope this is clear. So the complete meaning is from where. Okay. Now come to this verb venir, V-E-N-I-R, venir. It means to come. So now listen the pronunciation and meaning. Je viens, I come. Tu viens, you come. Il vient, he comes. Elle vient, she comes. Nous venons, we come. Vous venez, you come, but formal. Elles viennent, they come. So now listen the pronunciation once again. Je viens, tu viens, elle vient, nous venons, vous venez, elles viennent. Alright. So now let's talk about how we can ask question from this verb. Okay, question and answer. Suppose if you have to ask, where do you come from? आप कहाँ से हो? And generally what happens, suppose you are living in Paris, okay, maybe for a study or for work you are living in Paris, but originally you are from Delhi, है ना? So generally what we say, I live in Paris but I am from Delhi. Okay, now you can talk about, suppose you are in Delhi, है ना? So you are originally from Delhi, all right, and you are staying in Delhi, but for some work you go to Paris, all right, and somebody asks you, hello mister, so where do you live? So you will say, I live in Paris, j'habite à Paris. But originally you are from Delhi. So if somebody asks you, okay fine, you are living in Delhi, in Paris, but where are you from? आप हो कहाँ से? Right? Then you have to say, I come from Delhi. All right? Okay. So this is what we have to learn here. So the question is, tu viens d'où? Where do you come from? तुम कहाँ से हो? Okay, tu viens d'où? Where do you come from? Next is, vous venez d'où? Vous venez d'où? Where do you come from? है ना? आप कहाँ से हो? This is formal, this is informal. Okay, so but answer is same. There is no informal, there is no formal answer. The answer is same for both the question. Okay, next, let's see the answer. Je viens, I come, de, which means from. Okay, the means here in this context from. Je viens de Paris, I come from Paris. All right. So what you have to do? Venir de plus city. So venir de, after that you have to add the name of the city. That is what I have done. Je viens de Paris, de plus city. I come from Paris. Il vient de Londres. He comes from London. Again, the plus city. Next, nous venons d'Amsterdam, which means we come from Amsterdam. Okay, so why I have given here D apostrophe? Because Amsterdam is starting with a vowel alphabet. A is here, A is a vowel alphabet. So we are using D apostrophe. All right. So nous venons d'Amsterdam, we come from Amsterdam. Okay, next example. Ils viennent d'Hyderabad. Again, I have given here D apostrophe because Hyderabad. Now you will say, sir, Hyderabad, H is not a vowel, but in French language, H here is a silent. All right. So when H is silent, we have to consider it as a vowel sound. All right. So ils viennent d'Hyderabad, they come from Hyderabad. All right. So I hope this is clear. So just in order to remember quickly, that will help you in the exam also. Just remember, habiter a plus city. Okay. Venir de plus city. All right. So this is what I wanted to teach you today. I hope you have understood, and if you have learned something from me, then subscribe my channel and share it with your friends and like my video. All right. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Au revoir.